Hi everyone. So in this video, we are going to learn about statistical methods of descriptive statistics. In my previous video, I'll explain you in descriptive statistics, we have two types of methods, aggregate method and statistical method. So now we are going to learn about few statistical methods here. Of course, this is data frame 2. Now let's move ahead and see the first function, that is mean. Data frame.mean is the function that returns the average of all the values. Of course, you find the mean in, I think, mathematics and in economics previously. It is similar to that, but only difference is this: you have to put the function only. With the help of the function, you can find the mean here. In Pandas, mean has 4 parameters: axis, skip NA, level and numeric only. This is same as aggregate methods parameter. Okay. So axis parameter is used to give the axis of the data frame, either 0 or 1. Numeric only parameter helps us to take only the numeric fields or columns into an account. Skip NA parameter is used to include only the numeric values and exclude the nan values. Okay, and level parameter is going to help us when there is multi-level index. Now see how to calculate the mean. So children, this is my data frame. I have put it as df1 equals to pd.dataframe data, and p is the column with one nan value, q is the column with one nan value, and r is having all the values present in it. Now see how to apply the mean function here and how it works. df1.mean function will display the data and calculate the data according to the columns. Let's see. This P column has 3 values here: 7.0, 8.0 and 3.0. Children, when we add them, the answer is 18. And when you want to find the mean, you have to find the average of all the values. So the addition is 18, and this 18 is divided by 3, not by 4, because 1 is nan value here. It is as similar as it is in the sequel. Clear? So 18 divided by 3, the answer is 6.000. Clear? Similarly with the Q, we have only 3 values here: 1, 6 and 4. So when we add them, I'll get 11.0, and 11.0 again divided by 3, not by 4. Clear? Because it has one nan value. The answer is 3.6667. In the same pattern, we have R as the column, and it has all the 4 values. So we have to add all the 4 values: 9 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3. So the answer is 19. Then here 19 is, children, divided by what? 19 is divided by 4. Okay, and you will get 4.75000. So this is the mean. Clear? So mean function also never include the NaN values into an account. Now see the next part, df1.mean. df1.mean axis equals to 0 behaves similarly because by default axis is 0. When we'll talk about axis equals to 1, then there is some change. Then it will find the mean according to the rows. Okay, so according to the rows, the mean are 3.6, 5.3, 4.5 and 6. So when I'm talking about the rows, it is like this. 0th row having 7 plus 1 plus 3. So the addition of 7 plus 1 plus 3 is 11. 11 divided by 3 is the answer given here. Okay. Now the last part is df1 of q dot mean. Means if you want to find the mean of a particular column, then we can use this expression. Okay. Now I'll talk about median. So children, median function in data frame return the median, that is the middle value of all the arranged values. It has 4 parameters. First one is axis, skip NA, level, numeric only. So these are same as I told you earlier in mean function. Now we'll move ahead and see how we can calculate the median. So children, the first step to calculate the mean is arrange the numbers in ascending order. So first of all, we have to arrange the numbers. Then we have to count how many numbers are there. Then the third step is, if your count is odd, then you gradually get the middle number. And that middle number is the median. But if your count is even, then what you have to do? Pick the two middle values and add them and divide them by 2. Okay. Now just see the data frame. This is the same data frame which I discussed earlier. df1. df1 has 3 columns, P, Q and R. Now see how we can calculate the median. Here the median of P is 7. See, in the P column we have 3 values, 7, 8 and 3. So first of all we have to arrange them. So children, when I'll arrange them, I'll get first of all 3, then 7 and then 8. So the median is 7. So I easily get the median 7 because these are the odd values. Similarly, it happens in the Q. We have 1, 6 and 4. So first of all, we have to arrange them. When I'll arrange them, I'll get 1, 4 and 6. So the median is 4. But in the last one, in the R, we have 4 values. Now the count is even. So children, remember what you need to do. You have to first arrange them in the ascending order. So when I'll arrange them, I'll get 2, 3, 5 and 9. So now the 2 middle values are 3 and 5. So we have to add them first. When I'll add them, I will get 3 plus 5, that is 8. 8 divided by 2, the answer is 4. Clear? Similarly, when I'll do axis equals to 1, so it will work same but in the row order. According to the row, it will give the answer. This is the first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. Clear? So now the next method is mod. Dataframe.mod. This mod function gets the mod value of each element along the axis selected. If I select the 0 axis, it will show me the column wise. If I select the 1 axis, it will show me the row wise. It will tell me the most repeated values in the set of numbers. Okay, so we have two parameters here, axis equals to 0 and numeric. Axis equals to 0 tells us the axis of the data frame. Numeric only will take only the numeric field into an account. Okay, now move ahead and see how to calculate the mode. Now my updated data frame is this. Again, this is DF1 with all the 3 columns, all are with the numeric values, no nan values because I have repeated the values here to make you more clearer. Then axis 0 to get the mode of each column, axis 1 to get the mode of each row. Now, next is how to calculate the mode, that is the repeated values. So when I'll write df1.mode, only repeated value of each column appears. Now see the column here. This P column has these values. Now what is the repeated value? Yes, 7 is the repeated value. So the answer is 7.0. Now see the Q column. Which is the repeated value of the Q column? Yes, you are right. 6 is the repeated value. The answer is 6.0. Now see the last column R. What is the repeated value? Yes, you are true, children. There are 2 repeated values, 3 and 2. So the mode function will display both of them. First it will show the 2 and then 3. Now it is clear. After that, when I'll do df1.axis, df1.mode, axis equals to 1, children, it will tell me the repeated values according to the rows. So if there is no repeated value, it will give me the values in ascending order. Just have a look. In the row 1, in the row 0, in the row 0, the values are 7, 1, 3. No repeated value is there. So it will arrange the values and display it like this. Here also no repeated value. Here also no repeated value, but it is arranged. And in the last one, in the fourth row, you will have the 2 as the repeated value. So it will show me only 2 and other 2 are the nan there. I hope I am clear. So next is the most important part. After doing all the 3 statistical methods, let's practice. So you have to create this data frame items. I think it is already created. Update it and use it likewise. The data frame has 4 columns: items, price, quantity, and discount. You have to find the mode. You have to find the mode of a particular column price. You have to calculate the median of the data frame. You have to calculate the median of particular column, quantity, and discount. You have to find the mean of price, quantity, and discount. So I hope you all can do this. Happy coding and have a nice day ahead. Children, don't forget to like and subscribe to get more videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.